Hi there, welcome back to Car Mechanics TV. Now over on our sister channel, Classics World, our man Jeff Ruggles recently bought a 97 Ford Puma 1.7. He only paid £1,000 for it, and to be honest, we were very quick to take the mick out of him. But it turns out, he's actually bought a pretty good one. He's done a few bits to it, which you'll see in this montage.
£1,000, that's the figure I drew out of the hat when it came to buying a new project car for Classics World. So what did I do? Well, this. I rate the Puma experience. Go and buy one.
So what do you think, boys? Ford Puma, any good?
Like all Fords, suspension rust is the biggest problem when you're stripping them down. In the garage, that's our biggest drawback, is getting nuts and bolts undone, the basic nuts and bolts. Other than that, they're a good motor to work on. They're a nice, good, steady engine.
Only basically a Fiesta, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah, they're you know. The biggest hiccup, I would say, would be the rear suspension.
I think we've got a few troubles on that one, come to think of it, actually.
How's the rear suspension then, Jeff?
Yeah, there is an MOT advisory for the rear arm bushes.
And shocks and everything. And they're quite a good bang for buck motor these days, really, aren't they?
Indeed, yeah. I mean, given that the Fiesta was, the main volume sell, and that's the Puma is based on the Fiesta, there's still a lot of Pumas around. There's plenty of cars that were second cars, pretty much low mileage cars, still for sale. So
I think that one's only done 70,000 miles, and you can use them as a daily driver, I suppose, because they're only a Fiesta underneath.
I think the Puma owner was traditionally more of somebody who was into cars than somebody who just wanted a car.
Yeah.
It was a car for somebody who wanted a Puma. Yeah. If you just wanted a car, you'd go for a Fiesta.
And what do we think is going to happen with the values on them? Because obviously they're cheap at the minute. I mean, Jeff only paid £1,000 for that one, but...
Yeah, well, the cars, if I go to the BCA car auctions, which I very often do, have a look around, and I often look at Pumas. I've actually got them as a watched car. That's how much I like them. Not bought one yet, but I'd buy the 1.7 if it was my choice. And they're £300 cars.
Yeah, they still can be. Exactly.
That's what they are, and if you're looking to make a profit, you probably could. Depends on what the bodywork's like, really.
It's a Ford rot being the main thing, I'm guessing.
But the engines, I think they're kind of bulletproof, especially the 1.7. So.
Is there any particular reason you go for the 1.7 then? Is there, like the 1.4 is obviously not going to be quite as quick, but is there anything to watch for on them particularly?
My view with engines, always the bigger you got, the less you've got to stretch it. So
very true.
You get a 1.4, it might have been thrashed. You get a 1.7, it's probably been running around quite happily in its parameters.
Good amount of power for the weight, sort of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
From a DIY perspective, is there anything that you might not be able to do yourself if you have to take it to a garage to do, other than the obvious rot problems?
I actually saw Jeff replacing the exhaust on his.
Yeah, change the exhaust.
That was in a single garage. It looked pretty tight. I don't know if I'd do that myself because
you've got to be brave with an angle grinder. I think was the other thing.
You had to, yeah, definitely.
But no, basically, there's no reason why you can't look after your Puma yourself quite happily if you've got the capabilities.
And what about parts for them? Obviously they're based on a Fiesta, but is there anything Puma specific that you can't get or that's quite expensive? I know Jeff said I think a rocker cover gasket was ridiculous, about 50 quid or something.
With the cooling system stuff, it pays to get the Ford stuff because it really is.
The quality is up
there.
The
quality's there.
Is there a lot being broken? Is there in scrapyards and what have you?
Once the rot sets in, they go to the scrapyards. You can repair them. I've seen someone repairing a Puma arches. The back arches basically is where it goes.
I've heard you can use Peugeot 206 front arches for the back.
Oh really? I've not heard that one.
We'll find out. If you've done that, let us know. But I suppose as a sort of fast Ford for under £1,000, you can't go wrong, really, can you?
No.
Absolutely.
Good value.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good value.
Cracking little car.
Yeah, definitely.
So fair play, Jeff. You bought a good one.